It is cruise day. Hey, I am headed out to the port of Miami. I am cruising on Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady today. And today I am going for the first time in the Rockstar class. So I am super excited about that. I want to see how the experience is. There's a couple of things that I want to try on this sailing. First of all, I want to do a comparison to the yacht club, because this is an upgraded experience, an elevated experience. And also I am going to attempt to do Virgin, no parties, no pajama party, no deck party. I'm still gonna do Scarlet Night, but I want to show, well, what are some of the things that you can do if you're not into partying? What will the experience be like? So that's what I'm gonna check out on this sailing. So I'm about to catch an Uber to head to the port now. It is 12:13. We get to board at 1:30. So yeah, I'm gonna journal that entire experience. All right, let me head out. Bye. Now, I love cruising Virgin Voyages, so much so that I chose the Resilience Lady for my 4th solo group cruise on October 17th. But now, as I'm boarding Scarlet Lady today, Jen of the Jen Danielle Experience is leaving after hosting her annual Friendsgiving group cruise. And I'm excited that she's turning the ship over to me.
Friendsgiving 2025 was lit, but now I'm tossing the keys to another solo traveler.
Thanks, Jen. If you missed Friendsgiving this year, connect with Jen to sail with her on her next Friendsgiving cruise. They all had a blast, but on this sailing, I'm looking forward to an elevated but low-key, relaxing experience. There are 2 categories of rock stars: your regular rock stars like me, and then the mega rock stars. Now, this lounge is for all rock stars. We all have priority boarding and access to water, juice, coffee, and snacks in the lounge. But the mega rock stars had day beds in their seating area, a separate boarding entrance, and they boarded first. They would go to deck 16 to meet their dedicated Rockstar agents, while we would go to the SIP lounge to meet our Rockstar agents once on board. As a mega rock star, they got included premium Wi-Fi, a bottomless in-room bar, restocked daily, sailor loot per cabin, and in Miami, free parking at the terminal. Now, when boarding was called, they didn't state for us newbies that it was for the mega rock stars first, or that there were 2 separate entrances until later. So I and a few other newbies were the last ones to walk toward our entrance. From there, the boarding process was the same as the standard cabins. It was just that when we boarded, the ship felt so empty. But the Happenings cast, they delivered on that energy. Hello, yes! Are you enjoying this content so far? If you are, I hope that you will like this video and subscribe to the channel so that I'll know to create more content like this. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, there we go. The empty ship. I headed to the SIP lounge, which happens to be one of my favorite lounges on Virgin Voyages ships, to wait to meet my Rockstar agent. All right, so we gather here in the SIP area. We got drinks over here, so let's go over here and grab a drink. Oh, hi. Welcome. Thank you. All right, so I am going to have a seat and wait. Now, this was actually taking a while, and we were told we could go take our things to our suite and come back at any time before 3:30 p.m. So I went to check out my suite. All right, we're just gonna be in here for a minute just to drop our things off and just take a quick peek. All right, so this is our Rockstar suite. This is the Seriously Suite. Seriously Sweet on Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. So we're gonna take a quick peek around. Of course, I am going to do a room tour, but I am going to just drop my things off and head back down to the SIP and just wait for the Rockstar agents. But yeah, here is a quick peek. And you know, as many times that I have been on Virgin, I have never been in a terrace suite. So I have never had my own hammock. And now I get to try it out. Yeah, this is gonna be a nice spot for breakfast. And lunch and dinner. I love this suite, but with a non-convertible king bed and peekaboo shower window, I think this particular suite would be perfect for solos or couples. It might not be the best arrangement for friends or some family members, but I loved it. I had some time, so I thought I'd go grab a quick bite from the galley. Now, for some reason, I have been craving sushi, and it's like I'm thinking about when I get on board. Usually I go to the dock house to get my shrimp, but I want sushi. So I'm gonna head up to the galley and get a bento box and then head back down to the SIP. If you're a rock star, that priority boarding allows you to get on the ship early, and you have your pick of loungers or day beds around the pool. This is prime real estate, especially on embarkation day. You also have a moment at the bar with no crowds as you order your first drinks. Now, other perks include a full one-time setup in-suite bar for rock stars, but for megas, it's bottomless, with included drinks at Richard's Rooftop and ship-wide. Mega rock stars also have complimentary access to the spa thermal suite, whereas I have to pay additional. There's a larger number of us rock stars who share a Rockstar agent, whereas the Mega Rockstar agents serve fewer suites. The Megas have the best of the best in the Wi-Fi package, and they can arrange orders from most restaurants for in-suite dining. All right, thank you very much.
You're vlogging.
Yes,
Right.
yes. Say hi.
To Virgin Voyages, Scarlet Lady.
Yes, thank you so much for the Bellini. All right, and so I got that, and we have, I went over here to Bento Baby and got a bento box. So I got a combo. So this was, they had tuna, Alaska roll or something, so I couldn't decide, so I decided to get a combo. So let's open this up and take a peek. So this is what it looks like. We got 3 different types of rolls there, and so you know what? I eat this all the time, but I don't even know what it is. All you sushi people, because I'm just now starting to get into sushi because I hated it before. So you guys have to tell me what it is. I just eat it and I just love the flavor. I don't ask names. All right, so I am still sitting here in the SIP area. You make sure that you're hearing me. So I'm still sitting here in the SIP area, and I did meet with my Rockstar agent who handled a few things for me. So I got a chance to get in the bungee class. I've been on 5 sailings and never got a chance to get into the bungee class, so I got into it. But it's on the day that we are in Key West, so I wanted to change my excursion. I never do excursions in Key West. I happened to do it this time. So he handled changing the time of the excursion for me. And there was a couple of other things. There's another show that I need to let him know about that I want to go to, because I'm trying to do things that I've never done before. Every time I get on a cruise, I want to do things that I've never done before. And also there was dinner. So I didn't schedule dinner for tonight, and he actually did that for me. Schedule a dinner for me tonight at Lucky Lotus. So quite a few things he handled for me. I have not been up to Richard's Rooftop yet. I'm still sitting here in the SIP, and I met my friend Andrea over here, who's she's to my right handling issues, but I was about to get up and go, and she ordered another round for us. I had to stay, and drink with my new friend. So I'm trying to go to the solo meetup. Actually, I just want to see if there are any rock stars in the solo sailor program. So I'm going to check that out, and then I'm going to spend the sail away at Richard's Rooftop instead of on the main deck. So this is going to be a little different. So I've been sitting here just kind of going through, you know, the app and what I want to do. I got into the bungee class for the first time ever. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to wrap up here. I'm going to see if I can get Andrea on here with me. All right, so I am on my way to the solo meetup. Like I said, I just want to see if any Rockstar solos are there. So yeah, I'm on my way there. But just to show you what the pool deck looks like, right about now, it's right before sail away. It's 4:14 right now.
That means the rest of you have all been on a Virgin Voyage before, correct? Yeah!
All right, y'all, I'm here at the solo meetup and I heard of different changes. So before at the solo meetup, you would get a glass of champagne. Well, I understand they are no longer doing that. So that's one thing that they are doing away with. So no champagne salutes at the solo meetups anymore, at least on Scarlet Lady. I don't know if this is fleet wide, but that is a change. Not that that's the only reason that you need to come to the solo meetup or you should come to the solo meetup, but just that, hey, that's a change. The solo demographic on ships can vary with itinerary, time of year, and more. On this sailing, it seemed to be a mix, and I would say mostly mid to late 30s to 50s age-wise.
Drinking game and you will all win, I promise. When you lose, you are all winners in this drinking game. We take you to midship to get this party started and to where all the fun will be.
All right, yeah, so now everyone's heading over to the front deck for sail away. Now, also another thing that I noticed about the solo sailor meetup, that it was very short. So it started at 4:15. It is now 4:23. Now, before for the solo meetup, it would be more elaborate. They would have like some type of, you know, solo interaction. They would introduce two members of the happenings class, especially the charmer. It was only about 10 minutes. So, you know, hopefully they're not taking away from the solo cruiser program, although from this experience, it seems like they are. But I still think it would be a good experience to, you know, connect and meet with other solos. And also before we would have dinner the first night at Razzle Dazzle, well, tonight they're having dinner at Gun Bay, which is a little different because, you know, there's a few solos and I think there was a limit, I don't know, 8, 10, you know, at a table for Gun Bay, so people are going to be divided up. And in Razzle Dazzle, they usually had a couple of long tables where, you know, a lot of solos could gather together. So few changes that I'm experiencing. I don't know if this is across all ships or if this is just something on Scarlet, so time will tell. It's a little bit early, but I think I'm gonna head on over to Richard's Rooftop so I can find a spot because I just need to relax for a minute. I feel like I've been on the go ever since I got on board. As I headed up to Richard's Rooftop, the ship was preparing for sail away. All right, I am here at Richard's Rooftop. I'm a little bit early for sail away, but I'm gonna find a spot to just chill and wait for the sail away activities. Richard's Rooftop had plenty of comfortable seating, cushioned chairs and loungers, and a dedicated bar. As I said before, drinks are included for the Mega Rockstars, but I had a bit of bar tab and Sailor Loo to cover my drinks on the sailing. All right, thank you very much. I found a great and comfortable spot for sail away, but this spot seemed to be out of the line of sight for the bar service, so no drink service over here. All right, we are sailing away, and I have just been chilling here on Richard's Rooftop, having cocktails and just watching the sail away. And this is so nice. It's so relaxing. It's like you can still hear the main deck, the main pool deck, but it's nice because it's so spacious here. and it's not a crowd, and you can just chill and relax. And another thing I will say, it's like this is a Thanksgiving cruise, and I will say I love cruising this time of year. It's like, especially cruising out of Miami, the weather it's not overbearingly hot. You know, I have an extra layer here. It's really thin, it's really light. This is really nice. So sail away is really enjoyable. All right, so I'm gonna stay here a few more minutes, and then it is 5:35 now, and I have dinner reservations. Thanks to my Rockstar agent, I have a reservation at Lucky Lotus at 6:15. Alright, so I'm going up for my complimentary drink. It looks like those are right here. These are the complimentary drinks? Okay. Alright, thank you. They're right here. Alright, going back to my seat. And yes, it was quiet and peaceful, but only for a little while. All right, it is windy up here. So we are at Sail Away. It is almost 6 o'clock, so I am about to go to my room and refresh for dinner tonight at 6:15. But so the differences so far, one thing I noticed, I will say that you can see it's windy up here. But I mean, I'm enjoying myself. But yes, the Rockstar crowd is a little bit looser, more comfortable, or more. They're not over the board or anything, but they're more livelier than I would say MSC Yacht Club. A little bit noisier than I would prefer. But yeah, it's still a good experience. I still enjoyed Sail Away. It was just would have been nicer if it was, you know, a little bit quieter. But all right, so I am about to finish up my drink and go down to my room and refresh and head to Lucky Lotus for dinner. Are you ready for your first or your next cruise and need assistance? Scan the QR code and let's work together to plan your customized cruise experience.